Hi, everybody. I've got another journal. Like I said, I've got several journals. Ooh, ah. I'm going to try and do those today, too. This one is a little bit on the romantic side. It is 4.5 by 6.5. And it has a, Lord have mercy. It's a hair over a half of 1.5 inches, like 5/8. It's got a romantic picture on the front and the hearts and a little dove, a little French here about the violets. And it's got some lace here. And that's the spine with a little rose. And this is on here to keep it, to really make the spine sturdy, because it's another chunky monkey. And sorry ribbon here. And I stitched this one with the green thread. There's the back. And I hand painted this, the cover. There's the inside. And let's open her up. Here we have a pocket out of lace. It's got a real pretty heart on it and some little flowers that I attached to the lace. Real pretty romantic picture. And this is a glassine envelope with a ticket and one of the Tim Holtz. You know, you could take this and put it on a page. And then another little ticket to write on. And make sure to put that back in there. Fingers are actually working pretty good today. Alrighty, back in you go. And I have a piece of coffee dyed paper with a little piece of that corrugated paper on top. And there he goes. Over here is a lace rose with a tiny little image and some lace. And I don't know, maybe I can get this a little closer. Can you see the stamping on it? The crackle stamping? I guess I expect to hear y'all go, yeah, we can see it. Not thinking that this has got to be uploaded, but there you go. On this side, we have a little bit of... Sammy says hello. We have a heart and a little Canadian stamp with some fabric and a paper doily and a large piece of lace running up the side. And here's a card. 2 gentlemen. Paste a journal on the back. And here is a pocket. And you can write on the pocket, and it says delightful. Delightful. With a antique safety pin and a tiny, tiny gold bead. And inside, it's got some coffee dyed papers. A little bit of bling on that one. The blue stripe. This has been coffee dyed. That is not. See, I even use the raw edges to some of that fabric. That look neat. I like it. I'll put you back in here. Some stitching on the side. Whoop. I like to see it. I like to see what's in there. There we go. Over here, a corrugated butterfly with some flowers on a little ticket and some lace and the stitching. And here's another little card to journal on. This is date. Kind of like a library card. This is Tsunami Rose. And stitched paper. More stitched paper. A little pocket here. It's got a pocket behind with a Rolodex card with some flowers and a little bit of lines that make it kind of look old. And a little mini pocket up front with a little heart, another stamp, some coffee dyed paper, my little mini envelope, and a business card. And back in there you go. Alrighty. Over here, a little French with a piece of lace and a heart because it's romantic. Half of a graphic. I just like the color. That's how, when I put stuff in here, I'm really looking for the color. And that had a little bit of a green tint to it, which went with the green thread. I don't really necessarily look for what it's, well, I look at what it says because I don't want any bad words in there, but from some of these books, which amaze me. But I look for the color and make sure that it all kind of coordinates together. See, that's a little thin piece of paper, and then you have a bigger piece of paper. Tuck spot here with two ladies crossing the street. Over here, I made too many pockets with too many cards in each one. It says smitten. Isn't that appropriate for a romantic journal? Some hydrangea there with that grass cloth I love of late. Here's that crackle stamping with the heart. Sorry if I'm pausing, but I look up to make sure I'm still in frame. Beautiful lady. This does have lines on it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. A dove with some French writing. And a little fabric ticket. The other half of that graphic. And then over here, one of these little tags, Vintage Finds, and I also attached some lovebirds. And we have a big card to journal on with a nice piece of ephemera in the background. And then this has got a ticket. And it's also a tuck spot with two images there and a little stenciling. Another place to journal. Let me turn around. There you go. Another place to journal here with a real faint image and some stenciling on the back. And in you go. On this side, real pretty rose with some romantic fabric that matches this. Hope y'all can see this. I'm just short enough where I can just see across the top of the phone. And open it up. Keep moving forward. I'm going to tie that back. Okay. Journaling places. And here we have a little mini pocket with a heart. And then a little hat. And I colored it in. A little flower. And a piece of lace. A little stamp. It says 2 shillings. It's New Zealand with the grass cloth behind it and the stitching. Over here, I put a little butterfly and a ticket that I sewed on and the rose. And I needed just a little something else, so I used that I have a big plastic jug that like you get at Sam's, you know, those, because they have gigantic things. But it had animal crackers in it, so I washed it out, and I keep all my little tiny scraps that I use for this stuff. Because, you know, I don't like throwing anything away. Now, I throw things away throughout my house, but journaling stuff, may be able to use it. Here's another piece of paper for writing. And some French here. Pretty graphic. That is a paper doily with stitching. Another heart with a little piece of bling and some French. And that's the end of the first signature. This is the second signature. It's got some grass. Well, actually, this is, yeah, the second signature. But it's actually a booklet. Huge booklet. I used the grass cloth to strengthen the spine on the inside. And it does have a pocket that matches what I just showed you a minute ago with the rose and some lace. There's a matching card. This opens up. Got some stamping on it. And a piece of that corrugated. Get in there. And all this is plain different kinds of papers, some ephemera, but it's all a booklet. It starts here, see the signature? All of it is plain papers. Get a journal on, do whatever you want, have a little fun. But it's a good size. And then the back has got one of my little cards that I just love that opens up. I seem to be putting one in. When I make stuff like this to go into my journals, I usually make them in bunches of 15 to 30. So I have them in my drawers. I have one of those tall, you get them at Office Depot and it's got like 8 drawers in it. And I just fill it up. So I always have something to pull from. Matter of fact, I might go get that after this. Here is a flip-up paper. It's got a little hinge on it. And it says the American manufacturer. It's a piece of newsprint and it tucks behind this little girl. And she's holding the American flag, which I thought was appropriate. Another place to journal. Some more of that fabric. Yummy. And a paper doily, some stitching, and a heart. Over here, you guessed it, snippets. I don't know why I get so tickled with these things, but I do. And here's a business card, a little heart, and some grass cloth with a piece of ephemera behind it. Bet you thought I forgot about those snippets, didn't you? Nope. And here is a piece of ephemera. Coffee dyed and stamped. Over here, piece of ephemera. And 2 cards to journal on, a day to remember. And look, they're cute. Let's see. We'll make it 10 minutes to 4. No, we'll make it 10 minutes to 2. There you go. It moves. How cool is that? And here is a tag, and it's got a little hummingbird card in it. And it's a pocket here, but the lace will also hold it. A piece of paper. And that is a napkin decoupage. And behind it, another journaling paper with some really pretty white lace going across the top. I don't know if you can see this, but it's got a really subtle print on it. Pretty. And some stitching up here. Little card with a bow on a paper clip and a heart and some lace. Go back under there. There you go. Did I move that? Yeah, I did. Okay. And back here is a, let's take you off. Come here. Is a card that opens up. So you could actually write here and here too if you wanted to. And we will put you back on. Over here is 2 little hearts with some bling. And this comes out, and you have a nice journaling spot here, and you can also journal on the back of the menu card. Just sticky. Well, I think I did it like this. Up you go. There. I love dual-purpose things. I just think that's so cool. All the pages have been inked and stamped. That's with one of those corrugated butterflies with a ruffle and some lace. I thought it looked kind of pretty being it's the center of the signature. Some sari ribbon and a little piece of a doily there and a brad. Over here, a little pocket with some ephemera in the background. And there's plenty of space here, as you can see, to write on. A little French card. A little coffee stain card. And some more of that grass cloth. And some sewing here, a little irregular sewing. Here's a lace pocket with an antique safety pin and that tiny little gold bead. And there, that opens up. Piece of ephemera back here. This is a booklet with a lace fabric belly band. I don't know why they call them belly bands, but they do. And coffee dyed papers. Little tag here. Fits right back there. Here you got a little metal heart and a safety pin and some fabrics. A little bit of stitching. And this is the back, and it's got it's a matching pocket, same as the front. And it's got a stitched card and another piece of coffee dyed paper. And that's the back. That's the spine. And that's the front. You can see it's a nice sized journal. I want to get that box I was telling you about, so I'll be right back. Won't take me but a second. It's just right over here. And let's see. I'll just yank this out. I'm coming. Hang in there. Okay. You know, I was telling you I put everything in these little drawer things. You see this big drawer thing? See? All of this is stuff I pull from when I go to stuff. I make these up ahead of time. And I go to them to stuff my journals with. So I have all kinds of things already made up that I can use. Little pockets. What else I got? That's kind of cute. Look at that. And of course the infamous snippets. I guess I could call this the snippet box. But I have all kinds of stuff that, you know, I have at my fingertips. And I have 8 drawers of these. 8. So it's a lot going on. I know y'all have seen this card before. So when I do them in lots of 15, sometimes 30. Just to, you know, so I'm not making, into, you know, stuff constantly every time I make a book. I have it. When I run out, I make more. But that's why I save everything. I save even these littlest, tiniest pieces. Because you can use them, you know. So anyway, maybe that helped some of y'all that journal out there. And I'm glad you stopped by to see me. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.